This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil and natural gas, and then at one of my favorite trades here, NVDA. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell a stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil. Now, you can see here where we had another big sell-off with a lower low, but look at that bottoming tail, okay? So this is pretty awesome, okay? So now what we ought to look at is when we look on this weekly chart, this is what we're looking at is at 72.48, which is basically this level here. Now, again, it got lower than that, came all the way down here to 71.67. Okay, so what we always do is we just take these price channels and go right across, okay? So this is the level that we were watching next at 71.41. It came in at 71.67, just above that. Now, if that is lost, then we'll come right down here to this candle. You're looking at 70.50, okay? And then we'll come right here. You're looking at 69.28. And then we're going to come down to the bottom of that candle. You're looking at 68.80. And then here's your nice big retest of this candle. You're looking at 67.71. Okay. Now, again, if it keeps right on selling down here, we can come all the way down to the bottom here, looking at 65.38. And then we have 64.36. And then here's your big retest here at 63.64. But right now, that's not what we have. It came down below that price channel, and we went right back up it here at 72.48 is what we were watching. Now, what we want to do is look at the upside here. So what we do is we just take everything that we had here and just do the reverse. So this is what we're looking for. Look at the bottom of this candle. Okay, you're looking at 73.98, and we look at the bottom here. Okay, you're looking at 74.06. Then look at the top of this candle here, 74.33. And then what we're going to look at here is you're looking at 74.59. That's going to be a nice key level. If it keeps rolling up, then we'll look to the bottom there. You're looking at 75.18. And then we look here, 75.35. And then we can come all the way here to here. You're looking at 76.04. And then this is the big boy right here, is this 8-day at 76.13. Now, you can see here where your 8 days rolled over, your 21 days rolled over. So this is actually looking very, very bearish, but that doesn't mean you can't do some good scalps like today. It was a great short, trade to short, and then UCO got as low here as 27.22 and got as high as 28.21. I already got 75 cents here. I didn't get the whole buck, but I got 75 cents here out of the UCO because we held this level, the next level, which was 71.41, okay? So when it breaks this level, like I always point out to the left of the chart, if you break that level, you go to the next level. If it holds that level, that's the time you take the trade and take it long. Very, very easy trading here on this crude oil here. Now, don't let these markets upset you. Yeah, and they look a little scary. NASDAQ goes down 1,000 in pre-market on the futures and all this and all that. Yeah, it looks scary. This is a trader's dream. Now, if you watch my video here this morning, okay, there's one word that you got to look at and pay attention to is opportunity. That is the key here. Okay, this is a trader's market, not a buy and hold. Not I'm going to buy here and hold it. No, no, no. You trade this market. A lot of really good trades here. Look what's going on here. I'm going to show you when the NVIDIA. Look at Tesla. Tesla got as low as 182. Right now it's sitting at 200. That's 18 points you could have made in Tesla. Okay. Look at Apple. Apple got down to 196. You're sitting at 210. Microsoft got down to 385. Now you're sitting at 398. Okay. Even look at Amazon. Got down to 151. Now you're looking at 160. See, there's just so much going on here. Just trade this market. Okay. Again, downside here. Watch this key level here. This is that bottom of this candle. You're looking at that 72.48. If not, we look at today's low at that 71.67. If that's lost, we just follow all these candles down here until you get a retest all the way down to 67.71. Upside, you want to watch all the candles here like I just pointed out here, but your key level is going to be up here at this 8 simple moving average at 76.13. This is not oversold yet. This is still not oversold yet, and there's no turn here. So there's nothing bullish here. This is scalping opportunity. All right, let's take a look here at natty gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now you can see here on your daily, we made another lower low, and we got as low here today as 1.88. Okay, so now we went down here below that 1.90. Okay, so everything you need to know is sitting right here. Okay, so then what we do is we just look to the left of the chart here. What do we have here? 1.89. Okay, and then what we do is we just look right here. What do we got? Is you got roughly 85 so far as holding it. So if it keeps on selling, you're going to want to watch today's low, obviously, at that 1.88, and then you're going to watch right here 1.85, and then we're going to watch here at 1.80, and then we kind of have 1.78, and then we have 1.72, and then we're going to have 1.67, and then we can come to the bottom of that candle. You're looking at here at 1.58 level. Okay, now upside. Everything here is this 8 simple moving average. It's obviously, as you can see, this 8 simple moving average. Once that price got below, it's fighting it the whole way down. We get above that 8 SMA here. You got a nice target there of 2.14. That's your 21-day, and then 2.21, which is your 100-day. Okay. Above that, we can follow the candles, but realistically, 2.37 is your target. 2.47 is the target. Now, again, KOLD there was a really good scalp there today. You had 85.20 on the high, 79.40 on the low. UNG was also, you could have scalped it. I didn't scalp UNG here. You had 12.97 on the bottom, and then we had 13 there. 12.57 on the bottom and 13.05 on top. So there was definitely potential there to do the little scalp C on the thing. I was just too busy. I didn't have time to go into kind of a long situation here on the natural gas. There's just so much other stuff there which you can make a lot more money at. Okay, so bottom line here, you want to watch today's low, 1.88. If that's lost, we follow these candles down until we get that gap fill at 1.67. Upside, this 8-day is absolutely everything. 2.02, you get above that. This is your target at 2.14. You get above that, 2.12. Okay, now we still, even though we look at this, how lower, but look at here. We still have the positive divergence going here on the RSI. So it's going to be a matter of time. Okay, patience with this here. Eventually, it's going to be on the long side. Okay, all right, let's take a look here at NVIDIA. Okay, here we have NVIDIA. Now, this was a great scalper. I got in a little bit late. NVIDIA there got, I would just kind of be a little bit patient there today with it. Got as low as 90.69. I did not get that. I got in at 92 flat, and I got out at 102. So I made 10 points the first time. Then I got back into the thing at 99, and I got out at 103. Okay, so no, I can't complain with that. Okay, so that's 14 points so far on NVIDIA. Okay, now I got in a little bit late because what I do is to be a little bit more cautious today, because what I was waiting for is on that NVIDIA, is that 90.69 going to hold? It shot right down like a pre-market down to 91 area, then it made low, and then it just rallied up very, very high. We'll take a look at it on a 1 minute and a 5 minute here, and I'll show you. So I was just a little bit late on there, but then I had a good rally on up here, and I scalped it twice. Now, I'm looking for more on this, because I think this is a good, really trader. Now, NVIDIA came off, but you notice it didn't come off that much. I think it closed at 106 there on Friday and came down to 90, something like that. That wasn't really that big of a deal there. And I know that, remember, the earnings are coming out on the 28th. But there's a couple things that I do want to show you here on NVIDIA. Now, here's what we have, is you got this 8 SMA here. It's going to be very, very difficult here to get through that. First of all, we have that 100-day at 104.59. And then we have that 8-day right above that at 109.50. And then we have your 21-day. Now you can see your 21-day now crossed over your 50-day. Your 8-day is over your 50-day. So this just came right off. However, NVIDIA is being sold off here with the overall tech market, okay? But there's a couple things I want to show you here now, okay? So we had that low today of 90.69. So you just basically look over here to the left of the chart, and you can see here all the resistance level, all the support levels here going on right here. But this is what I want to show you. If this does sell down, there's a couple key levels that you want to watch. Number one here is this 80.84. That's going to be very, very key. But there's a gap that comes all the way over here, okay? Now, this here, you want to look at that low, that's 74.22. And then we want to look at this high up here at 68.89. Okay, 74.22, and then right here is that 68.89. The gap and the fill, those will be like magnet to a fridge. Okay, so that's below that 200-day. But if it does get hammered, that's where she's going to be. That's going to be the targets here on the old NVDA. Okay, so that's what you want to make sure that you always keep on your back burner just in case it does sell off here. But we do have a lot of good support levels here that come all the way through, and then we can even come down to once even at 200 days, you can come all the way to like to the bottom of this candle. That's at 75.61. But watch that gap in that fill if it does get hammered. This 200 days should be super strong because right now we are going into oversold conditions here on your MACD, but you can see your green is over your red. That's never really good. We are not oversold here yet here on your RSI, so you just got to be very, very careful here, okay? But now, if we get this rally back up here today, remember, this is just a lot of good trading here is going on. You really want to watch right here. You want to watch that 104.58. That's going to be very, very key. And then we want to watch that 109.48. On that 8 SMA, that's going to be very, very crucial. Again, if it can roll up, then you have your 119, and then we have your 50-day above that at 120.53 there, okay? But again, that 8 day is going to be very, very strong because we come all the way on down. But again, when you see this, this is a trader's market here. But now what I do want to point out is we had this gap right here, okay? So we look at this 101.52, and we look at the top of this is that 96.02. Now that is filled. Okay, so now we don't have to worry about that one, but you do have to worry about this scenario right here. If it happens to lose that 200-day, this is going to be your target there on the downside. So we don't know exactly. So this is, remember, this is a trader's market here. Don't think that this is a 1-day thing or 2-day thing or a weekly thing or whatever. This is a trader's market because this is all based on a possible, not a recession, but a possible recession. And they want the Fed to lower rates and all this bullshit, okay? The Fed should just leave the rates higher. I mean, just leave it higher. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, let the market just accept it and then move on. Okay, so again, just watch today's low. That's going to be very, very key. That's at 90.69. If that's lost here, then what we do is we just go right to the left of the chart, and then we can just follow all these candles right on down here. You got 88.23. We can come down here to 83.020. We can come down to 81.25, and then we have you got 78.22, and then this will be a key level is that 75.61. But just watch this gap right here, that 74.22, and then watch that fill, okay, at that 68.89. But this 200 days should provide pretty good support here on coming down, even like on a closing basis. This should become very, very good. On the upside, just watch this 100-day. That's going to be very, very key. 104.58, and then that 109.40, that 8 SMA, that pretty much tells it all. Okay, let's take a look here on a 1-minute and a 5-minute chart. Okay, here we have your 1-minute chart and your 5-minute chart. Now, the 1-minute chart here, so you can see how it came all the way down to this 90.69 level here. But, you know, I never buy it there on the first try. I'm always looking for that green candle kind of situation. So you got as low here as 91.30. I didn't get that. I got in at 92. Okay, so I got a little bit late on the situation, but then we got as high right there as 102.22. So I already had my trade going into the situation. I was just looking for, I said, if this rally's up here, you should be able to get a nice, good 10-point deal, and that's what we got. I just came right out. So it went a little bit higher than that. I don't really care. I just got that. Get your 10 points, and that's a good trade there the first time, okay? It came down. You notice that it did hold that 50-day. That's what I was kind of watching, and then it got right back into the situation here. Okay, now you got as low as 97.22. I didn't get that. I just waited a little bit, and I got in at 99, and then I got out there at a 103 level here. But the reason I held on to the stock, even though it is pretty choppy, is you can see where you're just hovering around that 8, that 21, and that 50-day average, okay, right on up here. So now I'll be looking for this to come on down and maybe possibly hold this 200-day here. And if it does hold it, maybe we take another scalp going here on higher and then blast through that 103, go to that 104 level, okay? So that was two really nice, good scalps here. So always I say never just buy when it comes all down. Always wait for that green candle and then take it up. But don't be afraid just to get the hell out of trade. When you see where you're making 10 points there in what, about 10 minutes, just get the hell out of the trade there. You know what I'm saying? You got 10 points in your pocket. That's a good trade. Now, when you look at the 5-minute chart here, it just kind of slows it down a little bit here, okay? So this is what you got, and then you just had that nice rally up here. So you want to compare charts. So when you see this here, you say, okay, maybe can this go higher here? Got 102.37. A lot of reason what I dumped it is not only just the 10 points, But look where the 200-day is, okay? See, you ran right into that 200-day. That tells me just get out. It's going to be hard to just get through it the first time. Take your 10 points and move on, okay? So that's the key, what you always want to look at. So you always just put up different charts. Never just say I'm going to trade off a 5-minute or a 1-minute or whatever. Like I'm just showing you just a fraction of what I got, but what I really have, like in my office, I got a 1 minute, a 5 minute, a 15-minute, and then a 1 hour, a 4 hour. Okay, daily, weekly, monthly, all is seen at one time. I have 2 PCs and 10 screens going, so I just look up here. But I'm just trying to show you that when you never buy here on the red candle, and then when it starts rising up here and turns green, that's when you want to get the candle going. But when you see this 200 SMA here, that's where you want to sell into it, okay? Sell right into it. So when I seen this, I already said, okay, I'm just going to put a sell order in there at 102. That gives me 10 points flat. I'm done with this thing. And if it blows up here, who cares? It usually will come down and then retest the level, just like what it's doing here right now. So while we got to see if it's going to hold this key 200-day here at that 129. If it does, then we could take another scalp and possibly go on up here again. But right now, I did the 2 scalps there. I got 14 points in the bag on NVDA. I'm a happy freaking camper. Never push it. Let the trade come to you. Okay, like in pre-market, it got as low as 101s there. It just wasn't. It just didn't look right. I figured that the first thing is going to sell right on off here, and then you're going to have a nice rally because tech is only going to go down just so far. It's this runs the world, and that's just reality. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here after the OPIC close, and we will look at crude oil and natural gas. And remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.